Hey guys, my name is CykaHotFire, and yeah, today we have a bit of a different video, as you can probably tell by the title. And before I actually get into what happened, I just want to say check to make sure number 1 you're still subbed to the channel, and number 2 your post notifications are on, because I've heard quite a few people telling me they've had issues with that. But for now, let's actually get right into the story on how my channel got hacked. Everything pretty much started on June 6th. I was going to go to a LAN party with friends, which pretty much means everybody brings their PC setups to my friend's house. We all set up there, just chill out and have a good time. This is important because take note that even though I'm on my usual setup, I'm not on my same Wi-Fi network. We'll get a bit more into this later. So fast forward a few hours into the LAN and I'm going to check my YouTube and it says I've been signed out. Which I'm kind of like, okay, that's weird, but I don't really think much of it until I try to sign in again and it says my password has been changed. So now I'm kind of starting to panic and I'm just like, what is going on? How is this possible? I've been at my PC this whole time. No one could have logged in or changed anything when I walked away because I didn't walk away. So I tried to reset my password and this is where the real problems begin. I met with this message pretty much telling me that Google can't recognize my account, even though I've literally signed into this account like 50 times a day for the past years to get on YouTube. So shout out to Google security for being absolutely useless throughout this entire situation. Not to mention that I also had two-factor authentication on my account and hackers got right through it, but once again, we'll get a bit more into that later. So now I really don't know what to do. I'm kind of panicking, just looking for a way to get in contact with YouTube since they don't really have any direct way to contact them. So I'm just talking to content creators on Twitter who like have a lot of subs or something, figuring maybe they'll have somebody to contact with on YouTube or just know somebody to get this fixed. But I pretty much get no luck. So I'm like, okay, since Google can't recognize my account, I'll just head back home, I'll leave the LAN party, try to reset my password on my usual Wi-Fi and device. So I do that, and of course Google still tells me that my account is unrecognized. So once again, huge shout out to Google security for doing its job. Absolutely incredible. So after hours of trying the same thing, I eventually decided to talk to YouTube support on Twitter, which actually gets me some success. So I talk with them a little bit and then go to bed, as it's like 12 AM by this point and I've been trying to get my account back for like probably 6 hours. So the day after that, which is the 7th, I wake up, check Twitter, and the first thing I see is a DM saying that my account name has changed from SpaceX Live and they're live streaming the rocket launch on my channel with like 6,000 or 12,000 botted viewers. So then I search up my channel, see the stream, and I'm like, that's pretty interesting. And eventually I don't even know how long it was, but shortly after that, my channel was completely gone due to getting copyright strike. As to why the hackers literally just got into my channel to get it removed when they could have hacked my AdSense, which is how I get paid through YouTube, and probably could have gotten my credit card information or just transferred money to themselves is beyond me, but it seems like the sole purpose of the hack was just to get my channel removed. So by this point, I'm pretty panicked and just still talking with YouTube support, trying to get something figured out. That pretty much goes on for a few days, and eventually on the 9th, they DM me telling me that they had to whitelist my email to get me in contact with the YouTube hacking team or like Google hacking team or somebody like that. So after this, I'm pretty much just going back and forth with the guy through email for a few days until I eventually get my Google account back. Note that I really sped that part up. That was like probably across like 4 days at least, but I did get my Google account back and I'm able to check how I got hacked. And this is the information I got. It seems to just be someone with a VPN that got in, considering it's from 2 different locations in Russia and from Estonia. So either they're like selling my information to different people or they're just using a VPN and constantly switching their location. So not only is this weird, but if you look at the screenshot, notice that they completely got through my two-factor by adding a phone number and then removing the two-factor. Like, once again, Google security just sucks. What is the point of two-factor authentication if somebody can get into your account and literally just remove two-factor without going through me or my email? It's just really weird. But yeah, after that, the process was just continued, and eventually on the 13th, I was told that I would get my channel back in a few weeks after an investigation was just done on my account for some reason. But as you could tell, it's the 17th now, so only 4 days later, and I just got it back a few hours ago. So it looks like they had the homies on speed dial and actually helped me out really fast, which is really good because I heard stories about people taking like 3 months to get their channels back when similar things happened to them. So yeah, that's pretty much my end of the story, super simplified. There's like probably 30 plus emails to go through, which I mean, I'm not going to bore you guys with going through them, but that pretty much is just the simplified story. So now let me actually talk about how I got hacked, probably. I'm not 100% sure about this, but recently I've been getting like 3 scam sponsorship emails a day telling me that they want me to make a video on their website, and some of them just have brand new websites, never heard of them, just like weird VPN stuff, and others offer me like an idiotic amount of money. Like one of these guys offered me $2,500, which I'm like, okay, you're clearly not going to pay me that much as I don't even make 10% of that on a usual sponsorship. So I'm like, okay, I'm probably not going to talk to these people. But the thing is, some of these emails are super realistic, as they may not offer me a price right away, and they treat it like a real sponsorship. So they tell me about their site and eventually send me a link to it. And I think through one of these emails, I may have clicked a phishing link that allowed them to get access to like all of my passwords and all that stuff, and they just sold my info, which is why the hackers waited until I got on a different Wi-Fi connection to get into my account. I'm not 100% sure if that's a reason why, because they only got my email password and didn't hack anything else on my computer like my Steam or whatever, but that's really my best guess. But as for now, I've added literally every security step you can have and a ton of different steps so this doesn't happen again in general. And if this ever happens to any of you through YouTube, just know that you have to go through YouTube creators on Twitter to start the process for some reason. So just tweet at them and the whole process hopefully won't take that long. So yeah, just hopefully this doesn't happen to any of you guys, and hopefully it never happens to me again, because it is just an absolute pain. So as for the future, I just intend to pretty much just keep doing what I'm doing. I've got quite a few video ideas, as I've just pretty much been sitting around for the last 10 plus days doing absolutely nothing. But yeah, besides that, there probably will be a new video tomorrow. I just don't know what it's going to be on yet, but I think that does pretty much wrap it up for this video. So thank you guys constantly for the support. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow in the next video. Peace.